Hello YouTube, this is Reenactor Talk again. I'm here to talk about my uniforms with you today. I'm just going to go over some basic stuff that I have, dress and combat. Starting up top, it's my pattern 41 cap, repro. Moving down we have my PX cap. I'm changing the braid out from engineer to infantry. As you can see, I have my infantry disc. I'm just waiting on the braid and a couple other things for my dress uniform down here. This is my PX cap, repro. This is a tie I got from a local surplus store. Original. I really want a black tie though to do an early war. Now, as you might remember from my last video, I do 29th Infantry Division. I portray a corporal, like I said. I'm a non-com. So I was in the National Guard. Basically, if you make characters up to give a backstory, which really helps your impression, I would have been in the National Guard for a number of years. But I have this set up post-Normandy. As you can tell by my CIB, Combat Infantry Badge. Some campaign ribbons. This is the Middle East, Africa, European campaign ribbon. This is just a good conduct ribbon. This is the Presidential Unit Citation. Back then it was called the Distinguished Unit Citation. It changed to Presidential Unit Citation in 1957. This is my rifle qualification badge. Now, a note, I did qualify expert rifleman. I did have someone give me the test for it. And I did qualify on an M1 with it, and a 1903 Springfield. Going back up for a second, this is an early type disc. It's a screw back. That's original to World War II. This is a little later, but the same type was made from the middle of World War II, about 43, 44, all the way to 1974. They changed them out after that, but this is still correct. This coat is original. It's a 42R, which I was surprised to get because I am 42R and I haven't seen that many clothing articles that'll fit someone my size. Nothing on up here is original to the jacket, but it is original except for the ribbons, this badge, and the Presidential Unit Citation. They're obviously repros, but my marksman's badge, these two badges up here are original, as are my chevrons, my shoulder sleeve insignia, my divisional patch up there, as well as these service hash and 2 years overseas. Every bar is 6 months, so 6, 1, 1.5, 2 years. Moving down, multiple shirts. I'm just showing you one. I use this particular one for combat, but I do have one the exact same type for dress. You can tell I had to make some repairs. This is a repro I got. I bought it off Man the Lines website, but it was in their use section. It's actually from World War II impressions. Patch again is original. The previous owner had to, well, he had to fix something. And this is what you would use to fix it. This is a World War II housewife. Housewife is what they call their sewing kit. Excuse this for a second. And inside, I've had to remove the buttons because the bag that they came in basically disintegrated. And I didn't have anything appropriate to put them back in here for, but down here would have been buttons to replace on your shirt, your pants, you know, stuff you wear every day. Little plastic buttons. Thread, all this is original. You got your stick pins, your safety pins, sewing needles, scissors, and some thicker thread down here. Now moving on down, here's a belt. The belt buckle is original. The belt is not. Again, I'm a rather big person, not too Farby as far as size for World War II, if you want to get into that, but I'm a lot bigger than what most people call original size, that being 38Rs and tiny little 32 waists. Down here, my trousers. These are standard issue type, except these have a little gas flap here. So they're a later war variant, but still pretty early. That's the only thing that changed, really. As you can see, I've taken one of the original buttons from my housewife, and I had to sew it on because one of the buttons fell off. But you'll notice the American trousers of the time have a watch pocket, a hip pocket on either side, and they have a butt pocket either side. Earlier war variants do not have any button pockets on the back. They're all open. Something that I wear when it gets cold during events. I don't have the top half, but I found these long johns at a local surplus store, real cheap actually. I believe they're 1945 dated, but they're under my pants and they keep me warm. So if you want to complain about that, just shut up. I mean, there's a line you got to draw between authenticity and not getting hypothermia, and most people would agree. And I never display these. I only wear them when I need to, or if I'm doing a very late work setup. Other than that, I don't wear them. Over here, just a t-shirt. I used to do Marine Corps, and they didn't have any Marine Corps shirts. The place I went to, I got it at an air show. But this type, the collar, it's a repro, but it's a good repro. I'm trying to get another shirt. It says Army on it, but you know, this print doesn't show, so all they see is this little bit up here, just a white bit. That works. Any white t-shirt really will work as long as it's not a v-neck. If you're showing a v-neck, that's a little farby. But the crew neck t-shirts that you can get at like Sears or you know, any store like that, the Hanes t-shirts, you can use those. Those are fine. No one ever really complains about those. Down here at the bottom, I have my leggings. These are the left side leggings. Right side, they're original. All the khaki stuff, except for the belt I have, is original. My shirt and my pants, they're repro. I have a 36 waist, which is kind of hard to find, at least in my area. I don't have a lot of surplus stores selling the clothing. It's mainly just the web gear. So you got to kind of work with it. All right, so the last item is my shoes. These are my Type 2 service shoes I got from S&M Wholesale. They're broken in, but they still need to get roughed up a bit. Other than that, they're fine. I do have another set of shoes that I use for dress uniforms and dress purposes, but I didn't bring those out because they're just the same shoes, just they're cleaner. But this is everything from dress up top all the way down through everyday wear and combat. And yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. You got any questions, just let me know. I'll see you next time.